DJ Spillis, we be the realest team on the billis. Watch out, I kill it, watch out, I spit it on the mic, feel it. Y'all can't do what I do, just admit it. I'm about to get it, money, get it. Drop it to the floor, shake my big bitties, bopping like did it. My face look pretty, y'all ain't doing shit new, I done did it. Cause I'm marvelous, fantabulous, a bad chick. The flow sick like oh shit, you know this, I'm too fit to ever quit. Knocking these fools out like pool sticks. I do this, I move this, I prove this. Bars be hard like a pound of bricks.
What's up, everybody? It's your host, Ro, joined by my wonderful hosts, my brothers. What's going on with y'all?
It's the 5 Pepper Slickster, Pudge 55, all the way live. What's up, y'all?
Oh, man, that was dope. Hey, it's Oliver Baker, a.k.a. Beck Boogie, also known as your mama's favorite stepdaddy. You dig? What's happening, family?
What's going on?
Man,
it's been a lot going on, huh?
It's a lot going on.
The world is turning.
It really is. It really is. I think when people start talking about, this apocalypse, what people don't realize is that that's really like representing what's happening now. It's not going to end. It's just what's ending is the evil. It's being exposed, and that's dying off. And the information that we have today and the knowledge, it's awakening. Like what happened in Alabama. If that was not an awakening, y'all.
Yeah.
I know we haven't had a chance to talk about it because I was out last weekend. But we tapping into it now because what are y'all thoughts about that?
Well, since I read the whole story and found out that they were doing an offering before all this happened, an hour prior, they were doing offering because that's where they used to sell slaves on that dock.
Yeah.
So they gave an offering before. To me, I don't care what nobody said. I was so spiritual. Them spirits jumped in them people. Them ancestors jumped in them people. They was doing some superhuman shit.
When I look and see the brother that swam, because there's this stereotype that Black people, that we don't swim and that we don't like waters, right? That young brother was getting his
Aqua brother.
Right?
Shit, he was that's the what I call the key of same team. That's right. What same team means. He said, "Fuck it." My brother needs help.
Yeah,
that's same.
Yeah, and you know what I like, or what I actually noticed that I have in my house? I got a metal chair. I got a wood chair. I said, I got all the ammo right here.
You know what? But you know what? On some other stuff, back to something that you had mentioned, Pudge, DJ Pudge. I saw the clips of where there was a lot of sisters out there. And of course, you got some people that got to come back and have something to say. And they were like, they were out there and basically practicing witchcraft, talking to their ancestors, but they said that they consider that demonic practices, right? And they're talking about that's why all of that happened there. Really? Because
but they said demonic, and it's always on the reverse.
Yeah.
That's how they flipped it on us. Use our powers against us. Because
if anything was demonic, it was the way the palm colored people showed up, you know what I'm saying, acting a fool against this security guard who was just out there doing his job.
Well, he was
if anything was demonic, was that.
He was the boat captain, the assistant. He was he was one of the boat.
Oh, so he wasn't security.
He got off the boat on another little boat, and they took him to the shore to help move that boat.
Yeah.
So he was already on the boat with the 200 people. Got off of the boat with the little white boy who got hurt. He's the one. The little white boy who got hurt was the one driving the little boat with the brother. And when they got back on the thing, then they asked that family to move, and that's when they started giving the bird to everybody and stuff like that.
Bake, what you think?
You know, I like the solidarity and the unity. You know, with all the stuff that's going on in the world today, you know, a win in the eyes of you know, the nation or the world, I think we deserve it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how many incidences have they been seeing and we've been witnessing where cops been killing us, brutalizing us, terrorizing us by these other people, right? So just one moment, you know, where there was, because I didn't see one brother or sister look like they took an L. Everybody looked like they was stomping for Christ or whatever they was doing. And it was beautiful to watch, right?
It was.
I ain't gonna lie. It was beautiful. It was, to me, I felt it in my gut. I was like, that's our turning point right there.
That's our turning point, for real.
That's our turning point.
And because in my mind, I'm thinking, if we can always just keep coming together like that, if we can always keep showing up for each other like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know there's still stuff within us that we need to deal with, like coming against each other. If we could come together to come against other people that have been doing this stuff to us, they've been doing this stuff to us.
Have y'all heard what Candace Owens say? Because I didn't hear nothing from Candace Owens.
I haven't heard a word. I have not heard a word from her.
I'll say this. I called the bitch. She ain't called.
Yeah. I'm just checking because I ain't heard nothing.
She ain't picked up.
She ain't picked up yet. What type of shit is this?
Right. Call us, Candace. Call us. We want to know what you're talking about.
Right. Yeah, I was happy to see that, you know. And then everybody got off, right? Nobody's in jail, right?
Everybody got off. Yeah, I haven't heard that. Even the chair guy. I haven't even heard nothing about the chair guy.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, the chair guy's definitely going down. No.
Because he hit that white woman. Well, she was in the way.
She
saw was the whites of their eyes. All he saw was the whites of their skin. That's it. And I don't blame him. Get the swing. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have been there.
And that's what we do as people, black people. We just get to swinging. If you in the way, you in the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
You know, we're not sorry at all. We're not sorry at all.
I wasn't sorry about that one.
Yeah. We needed that because that's how our ancestors probably wish they would have showed up when the colonizers came taking over. And now they're like, we're not letting that happen no more.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's where we're at. Because like I said, that's how they invaded. We're a hospitable people. We share, we show, we live. Our hearts are on our hearts. You know, that's how we were back in the day. And that's how they got us. But no more.
That's right.
Hey, because there was another one in Detroit, right?
Oh yeah, brother in Detroit was putting in work. I didn't see the one about
Detroit though.
There was one in Detroit. Dude, he had an orange chair and he was
Yeah, it looked like he had a black belt in chair jiu-jitsu.
It was way worse. It was way worse.
I just had this thought, you guys. And what if they start banning these chairs? What if they? The price. Did you see how much the price went through?
I knew that.
Them things was 19 else. You could buy them the day before, $19.99. The day after the Alabama Slamma, it was 100. Them chairs were selling for $112 a piece on Amazon.
Wow.
I'm not bullshitting you. I looked it up and started gasping.
If America don't quit, this country know how to capitalize.
And everything we make popular, they capitalize off of.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's been the number one. That's been the number one. Everything has come off of us.
Yeah.
Everything has come off of us. You guys haven't seen the post where there's a black guy and a white guy, they're roommates. And so, you know, the white guy starts saying little white guy stuff. So he's like, oh, so really? He's like, you couldn't last 1 week without anything we've done for you. And he's like, oh, let's prove it. So every day he would wake up, he's like, oh, you can't use that. We made the coffee maker. Oh, shit. He's like, no. He's like, Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. No. Who invented the filament in the light bulb?
Think about it. That's right. That's right. See, there's so much rich history that we have that people don't even know. because they don't teach this stuff in schools. But that's why I'm thankful for the internet, for YouTube, for what we do here, for, you know, there's good use of these social media platforms, you know, in spite of all the bad use we see. I like the good use where people share that kind of knowledge, because it's not going to be taught in schools, right?
And speaking right on it, and you know, not putting your spin on it. You know,
Right.
A lot of people right now who are out there teaching, and they're putting their feelings with it, and that's wrong.
It should be on the
Well,
couch.
and the propaganda, y'all see the video that I showed where they tried to say it was Santa Monica? That wasn't Santa Monica. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. What was that about?
It's just propaganda, right-wing propaganda, so that they can try to take over the city.
Yes.
You know, or then you got like the stuff where they were saying how what's his name, Tyler Perry bought BET. No, he was in negotiations. We got to stop, you know, with this. You know what I mean? But people are doing it for clickbait so that they can get their pages looked at. You know, money monetized, but they monetize off the lies.
Just like
that. Miss Toy just told us every time we click right on somebody's page, they getting paid.
That's right.
Wow.
Every time you click. That's crazy. That is.
Is it inside the?
We gotta stop doing that. We gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, because bad information starts to get circulating, and it's not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then you got the people who, you know, are just so simple-minded. Like we see, like you said, Beck, you know, you went to the store today and there's a line down the damn street. It's like, come on, man, you only gonna get an inch of rain, man. Stop.
Yeah. It's a lot going on. Just like, so now they're talking about a COVID surge. I had a conversation with my doctor and about something completely different, and he said, well, you're due for a COVID booster. You want to come in. So yes, y'all, the fact that I'm due for a COVID booster, I did get the COVID vaccinations and I'm still here, still alive. I'm not a zombie. Okay. By the grace of God, ain't nothing happened to me. So, but yeah, it's just, it's this surge that they're talking about now. So, they're going to be pushing the vax again for those who never got it, and then the boosters for those who did get it. So what do y'all think?
Well, I was saying earlier that I was explaining that the what's her name had a concert, and
Miley Cyrus?
Miley Cyrus had a concert. And I was thinking about this. Who is Miley Cyrus's patrons? Probably a lot of Republicans who probably didn't get vaccinated. So that's probably why the damn venue got spread like it did spread.
That's good, babe.
Damn, babe. Ooh,
that's good.
Ooh, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that.
Here in LA. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So we can do all the conspiracy stuff all we want, but
that's not even a conspiracy.
That was good.
That's just fact. That's going off of fact, because your California hardcore Republicans are those Miley Cyrus people.
That's right.
We know that. We hear them bumping their damn music driving down the street.
Mm-hmm. So
if they ain't vaxxed, that'd be a good way to get them.
Well, and me taking moms to her doctor's appointments and stuff at UCLA, and I'm like you, bro. But I've been fully vaccinated. My mom's fully vaccinated, and but they talk about this surge. We go in, when you go into the hospital or even to the doctor's offices, they still want you to wear masks. Mm-hmm. But you can I start seeing it a lot now in stores. People are back on wearing masks and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's kind of got me tripping because I like my freedom to not wear masks, and I'm not a person that has to wear one, throughout the day. Right. So it's just a little, I don't know. It kind of bugs though, right? Because are we gonna go back to that again or what?
That's the part about the whole thing I hated the most. Having to have that mask on to enter into any facility, The other night I was coming from, I don't know where I was coming from, but this man had on a mask in his car, windows rolled up, he in the car by himself. And I'm looking because I was being nosy. I was like, is anybody in there with nobody? by himself in his car. And I thought, oh, he is not playing. But I was like, well, but why? And this is before I even had heard about the surge, you know,
because I used to ask that question too, Ro, and I came to my conclusion is that those are the people who are those extra sensitive to this, and they believe that it's in the air. They just believe it's in being sprayed. They you know, those are those people who believe it's in like, you know, coming through the car ducts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's why when you see that, I used to be like, well, you by yourself in the car, what the hell? But that's what I got what they were doing. You know, it's like that's how they, you know, everything's infected. Everything's infected.
Right, but then too much. But what's going on with the people's faith? And I'm not saying like faith as far as religious faith or whatever, but like just like the fact in their head, like everything's gonna be okay. Like, you know, even if I perish, right? Like it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Either
like,
way, you're gonna be all right.
Right. For some reason, we've gotten so scary, like really scary. And I'm not saying don't look at science and don't, you know, take your precautions, but like, man, you know,
that's what I'm saying. You know, it's like you can't go that far. It's
exactly.
That's where
and people forget. We took all kind of, and I know there's, you know, and we don't have to litigate about this, but when we were kids, we had to take all kind of vaccines in order to go to school. We're still here today. I
was a damn pin cushion. God damn it. Shit, I hate that shit. I used to cuss my mama out.
Yeah. So I don't know why we've gotten to this point where all of a sudden everything is like trying to kill us. You know, they're out to get us. Me personally, I do not want to be living in a world where I'm feeling like somebody's out to get me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The white man is already bad enough. So to have government, to have everybody else, like, no. I'm just trying to get with this every white man that don't want me around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
yeah. I had to tap out for a minute, but I heard you mention that how people are so scary and how everybody just wants to, you know, assign any and everything that happens to this, you know, this COVID, to the vaccinations. Like I had a blood vessel pop in my eye, right? And it was certain people look, it was certain people I didn't tell because they would have been like, Rashonda, you're about to be a zombie. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not even gonna go there.
Man, you should bust out that Thriller.
like that meme. There's a meme going around where they're like they'll pay you $80 an hour to work at a cemetery overnight.
Yeah.
And you said, man, I'll be in the cemetery like
but you gotta by yourself in there though.
Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it though, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, you know, you fast forward, we want to lift up Maui in Hawaii. Yes. You know, it's very sad what's going on to the indigenous people there. Of course, you know, there's been talks about, you know, that this wasn't just by happenstance. Nobody the sun didn't cause this fire, right? This is not just about brush catching fire like how it does here in California. Right. That somebody did this, that this was deliberate. This is what's being talked about.
This is what's being talked about. Now, you know, I'm going to say, you know, here at the KPR network, we don't know. Okay. So don't get to putting, you know, trying to flag us down or anything, but it's looking real suspicious out there.
Yes.
And why are y'all calling and trying to get in touch with these natives who own homes? You trying to move them out, or are you trying to help them restore their land?
Right. So is it like gentrification going on out there?
There's
Because I remember. Go
a
ahead.
whole bunch. There's a whole bunch going on.
It's been happening.
It's been happening. This is the spots who got hit are the most it's the wealthiest land.
Okay.
And it's only in those spots that got burned. Now, Oprah Winfrey has acres and acres and acres and acres and acres and acres and acres of land.
I heard.
Right next to where the fire was.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bud, watch it. I'm not gonna let you talk about my future wife, Oprah Winfrey, like this. All right, I see where you go.
Oh yeah, Oprah. How your house? How the fire stop at the house? It's a firestorm. This firestorm went literally burned a mile of stuff in 1 minute.
And the way the fire, I guess, I mean,
The way how hot the fire was, it melted aluminum. Do you know what temperature aluminum melts at? 2,200 degrees.
Wow.
Now here's where the conspiracy comes into play.
Okay.
How come the asphalt didn't melt? Because asphalt melts at 348 degrees.
do you know why though? Like what
There would have been, so Pudge is saying there would have been something on the ground.
They're using something there. That's where the laser. I'm going with some kind of a what they call is a energy. It's an energy weapon.
I saw some picture of something in the ground coming up.
Yes.
From the ground. I don't know if was it coming from the ground or was it
coming down? It's coming down. Now we have these weapons in the military. If you look it up, we have Navy has one. They actually set one off and actually killed a town. It misfired and killed a town.
Yeah.
It moves at the speed of light. It's done and done. That's it.
The thing about it is too, though, in which Pudge is not, I wouldn't say Pudge is off much, is because we have examples of this happening throughout history. I mean, shall I remind you about in Oklahoma, St. Louis, Harlem. I mean, everywhere where people,
major cities,
colored people, right, had a stronghold. Other folks have wanted it in order to make money. So it seems that, and Pudge, you said something really interesting. You said it's the most lucrative or valuable land. Not saying that the property on the land was, brand new and bringing in revenue, right? Because these are indigenous people. They're just holding on to what their family left them, right? But some other people are looking at that land like, hey, man, I could throw me a Hilton up here, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, right? I won't be surprised if they get a stadium or something up there. You see what I'm saying? That's
why I wasn't trying to talk bad about Oprah, but your house literally you literally had a cup of coffee watching the fire to sit right outside your window and stop at your window. No, nothing. No acre. That one, not even a quarter of an acre of any of her acres. Just all in these one spot.
Now, how could that be possible? How is it that happened where it just comes to a stop at a certain place? Was the fire contained by the firefighters at this point?
No, but because here's another thing. They wouldn't let the people out. You can look it up. The police blocked off the exits. They were keeping people in. They wanted those people dead. If you wipe those people all the way out, you have nothing. It's free for all. The land is that's what they try to. The police were blocking people in. This is known.
I did hear that they did not give the people there enough time, enough notice to evacuate.
They didn't sound no alarm. The alarm they have, they're saying that they didn't blow the alarm because it's supposed to be only used for a tsunami. But if you read in the bylaws, it's for tsunami, fires, earthquakes, whatever emergency. And then they're right. So the guy he gave up his job. The dude he quit.
And then something about the firemen was on the other side of the island or something. They weren't there that week.
Yeah, everybody who's the higher up in charge people were left the day before to go on the other side of the island for a quote unquote security convention.
Yeah. Remember that happened in 9/11? Remember where people didn't show up to work? So a lot of this stuff don't be no coincidence. I'm just going. We should just leave it at that.
Well, the biggest one is the sheriff. The sheriff was the sheriff in Las Vegas with the mass shooter.
Oh, with the shooter that was up top.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the same sheriff.
Wow.
What?
Yes. The same guy. They've already called him out on it. They've already called him out. People already called him out on it.
So FBI should be looking into that, man. I don't see what the problem is.
Well, the problem is because it's bigger than the FBI, it's bigger than the CIA, it's bigger than this is when you're using weapons of mass destruction like that, they call them like direct energy weapons, DEWs. That's what they call them. I'm an electrician, study this stuff. We're talking about stuff that is next level. It's over. Once they push that button, it's over.
Wow.
Period. What you saw, coming more of it's coming. Watch.
That's sad because you never know, like when it would hit, a spot where our loved ones are, where we are. You don't know.
You don't.
And that's why, again, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Keep your spirit ready. Like stay in the right frame of mind, because you don't know. Stay loving, stay connected to your loved ones. Keep your heart forgiving people. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to still be involved and reconnect, but harbor no hate. Let people be who they are and let life be their teacher, because you are who you are. We are who we are, and life is our teacher too. Shout out. We want to just, the people who actually lost their lives, those family members, that's what's always, that's the saddest. You can get homes again, maybe not. Some people might not, you don't know where they are financially. Are they going to be able to rebuild, and hoping that they have insurance? I had saw something about even insurance was saying that some of the homeowners weren't going to be able to file a claim because their homes weren't built up to code.
Wow.
And to me,
those are all native land homes.
But see, to me, that's a telltale sign, because why wouldn't anybody tell them? Did they know this?
No, they knew it.
No,
they know it. They know it, but it's just nothing like that. That's the way everything was set up. It was set up for this to happen. I'm telling you, it was set up for this to happen. The power company, what they're trying to blame it on is the power lines falling on dry brush. Well, they never cut the brush back. In the first place, the power company is owned by the elites. If you look it up, it's BlackRock. I think BlackRock owns them. That's the company that owns Target, yada yada yada, everything.
Oh wow. Yes.
So there's a lot of connections, and then you add the sprinkle of Oprah and all the elites, and it's like it don't make. I'm sorry, it don't make no sense.
With all the land that's on this earth that's empty, why not go and get that land and build? If what's being said is true, this is what these powers that be are doing to force the people up out of this place. There's so much more land. When I drive to San Diego, I see parts that have no homes. It's nothing there. It's sand there. Go build on that. I don't know. It's some places where it's just rock. It's not sand. Go build there.
Do you know everybody in the world can fit in one city in Florida, shoulder to shoulder?
What?
Look it up.
Well, I do know that they said it's 88 people are the 1% who have the majority of the earth's wealth. 88 people.
And that's the problem.
Only 88 people, and it's like 80 billion or something. It's 8 billion people here on this earth. And you mean to tell me 88 people?
Yep. 88 people.
88 people.
That's a problem.
That's definitely a problem, and it's a heart problem, because if they have all that money in the world, of the whole wide world, they have money to create more homeless shelters. They have money to, really help the sick and find stuff, but that we know that's not their agenda. We know that's not what they have
money. There's enough money for everybody to be well off.
Well off. That's true. That's true.
Nobody poor. There's no reason for anybody being homeless, poor, anything.
Or hungry or anything. Yeah.
Definitely not hungry. Definitely not hungry.
Yeah.
That's a whole setup. It's a setup. I mean, I'm always gonna stay on my conspiracy theory. This is a setup. I've been saying it. It's a setup. They know their time is up. The evils is over.
That's why that veil is lifting more and more and more, and people are being so exposed, right?
Exposed.
And they're gonna be more. They're gonna be more August 5th, ain't it?
More August 5th, indeed. And look, I believe from the common person on the lowest of the totem pole to the highest, people are being exposed.
Mm-hmm.
People are being exposed for who they really are, so that the real light workers can come out here and we can really shine and do what it is that we came here to do.
That's right.
This the new earth that's coming, but this old stuff gotta die off. And unfortunately, some people, even some good people,
some people gotta croak.
You know what? And on that note, y'all, it's KPR Network. Thank you so much, y'all, for tapping in. Please leave us a comment. Send us an email at kpr@gmail.com. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let us know some topics you would like to discuss, or if you would like to also be a guest on our show. We welcome y'all. And as always, vibe high.